Trade was successful for that trade I just did last video. Hey, we finna see. We finna see. I'm telling you right now, we finna see. We finna see if this is a difference. Let's see, y'all. I'm finna see. I'm finna put him in a starting lineup and everything. We ain't playing. We starting the nigga. Where the nigga at? Who we had got? It was a rookie. He was 21, man. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It was he was a center, I think. We don't throw him in high school. Hold on. That was my dude. Give me that point. He can come in. Nah, cause then, nah, that ain't gonna work. We could do this though. We just ain't gonna have. They had to get that nigga on. But hey, bring it in. Cause we did not need that nigga. We did not need that nigga. We did not need Reed, whatever his name is. His ass was slow as hell. Alright, bet. We gonna get him to come off the bench. Yeah. We're gonna give him like 15. He go to first. Oh, this ain't 4 down. Hold on. Alright, there we go. We're gonna see if this work though. I do it.
All right, baby. Let's get down.
See if this work, yeah.
Praying every day, praying every day, praying every
Do we at home, man?
Hi everyone. What a great
one
night
thing
for
about
some
me, I don't like to
with
do
a
that.
little more on with a new season underway. What are some areas that are
Hey, we
challenging for
still
players
doing
to
this
get used
cup.
to
I
again?
thought we
Graham?
lost
You know,
twice.
BA, I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's what's the most challenging at first.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then it's Jackson, then it's Suggs, and it's Barry, and it's shooting guard. These are his first free throws of the game.
Something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
Now here's Wagner. Thomas with a double team. 6 to shoot. Here's Barry. Thomas defends. Barry misses. Now MP. Last game he had 34 points. And he lobs it up. And he goes in for the dunk.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Great work, Allie, thanks. Thomas misses.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Suggs outside. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
That's the thing about Suggs, a footballer.
Yeah, ain't no way,
he gives you
bro. You got
physicality in the backcourt.
MP outside. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to MP. Ooh, poked away.
I'm gonna start that book.
Here's Suggs. Tipped.
I say, man, so I'm scouting.
MP with it. The stats he's putting up,
Rick.
impressive.
Come on,
Averaging
Rick.
around 30.5 points a game. Here Starks. Not going to go that
We gonna
time.
work with you, though,
and
Rick.
Jackson
I
with
swear
the
we gonna work
defensive
with you.
effort. The Magic have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one.
He just rises up and throws
My
it down
fault,
hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for
Hey.
him. He holds nothing back on
I'm gonna
those.
do it. I promise.
Does it
We
as
gonna
well as
damn
anybody,
again.
fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Barry, pass to Suggs. Counted from distance. Suggs has got his second
No way,
basket on
man.
the
Come on,
night.
man.
You know, it's not his greatest strength. He's got a lot of different things that
What
he's
we
good
doing,
at.
man? Come on,
Suggs
man.
will hit the three.
You turn those
if you
already
give
in the
it to
first
him.
quarter?
And
No
while we
way.
have a moment, here's a good chance to bring up the top rebounders in the NBA this season.
Yeah,
Fifth on
and
the
I'm on the
list,
top
MP.
rebounder.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state
He's still reaching.
football player of the year in high school. And you don't
So-
just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Nets trail by 4. Pass to Starks. Back to MP. They need this.
Oh, I was gonna say, he
Barry's
over
in
there
for
low.
3.
Displaying the range right there. Good to see MP taking and making that kind of shot.
He over there low.
And Carroll outside. And the dunk
Ain't no
by
way.
Jackson.
You could just
No
see
way.
how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends
Do
of that play,
something.
guys, were fantastic.
Just taking it right to the
Yeah,
rim.
might start
And no
playing,
one
you
was
know,
there to
now.
greet him.
Well, this
Okay,
early, they
15
should be
minutes.
showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's
So
Wagner.
side, too. You guys
He
go side.
scores. He was all alone on that one.
Boy, what a pass. Part of Wagner's total offensive package.
Speed, too.
And it's Coulibaly missing.
So, yeah, we
That's the
definitely.
shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
It's Banchero with the drive. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Powerful throwdown that time by Banchero. Big-time athleticism.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Thomas. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. MP, the pass to Starks. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
I like how MP did not settle for the lay-in. He left no room when he threw it down.
Wagner for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
And I'll tell you what a surprising result. Losing to an underdog is one thing, but getting blown out is quite another.
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
Here's Barry. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Here's Banchero. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation.
Banchero's versatility impressive. He's a big that can do a little bit of everything.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Nets, right now 5th in the division, right in the middle. And of course the Magic, nipping at their heels in 2nd place and wanting to get that first seed.
Yeah, right now for the Magic, when you think about it, everyone expected them to be an elite team. Now, obviously they've had problems thus far, but there's still a lot of time left for them to turn this season around.
Without question, I mean, their expectations may have been a little outsized. This is a terrific team, and even that doesn't mean you'll win every game.
And it's Washington missing. It's stolen by Washington. Pass to MP. Back to Washington. Now here's MP. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Oh, the young fella finds a way. MP using the pump fake to perfection.
Banchero's checked in for Orlando. And so he makes both from the line. Magic leading by 4. Here's Black. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. P.J. Washington picks one up.
You know, Banchero's difficult to match up with because of his versatility, especially when he's aggressively looking to score.
And Brooklyn with possession here. Pass to Williams. And here's MP. Takes it inside. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Banchero. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now here's Howard. Banchero right side. 5 to shoot. Good D by MP.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Orlando ahead. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Magic.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
On the court for Orlando, we've got Paolo Banchero, and it's Black in at the point guard position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Knicks was outstanding. He came away with 34 points, and as always, he was fantastic on the glass, a rebounding machine. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. And he drives in. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
Oh, sometimes you know the contact is coming. MP not shying away at all.
Pass to Filipowski. Down low. Here's Howard. Three-pointer. Claxton with a rebound. Outside Johnson. MP outside. Now here's Claxton to the paint. MP shot is off. Here's Filipowski. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And he did his part from the line. True fouls and made them count.
Now here's a look at the best passers in the league. MP, number 1.
Hard to challenge his status as the best playmaker in the NBA. He's dropping dimes like magic.
Orlando shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Jackson, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Howard. Suggs against MP. And stolen by Jackson. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's Banchero. Oh, MP with a block.
Love the defensive stand by MP right there. Got the position he needed and sent it back.
Orlando making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Back to Suggs. Three-pointer. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Shooting in good rhythm there. Suggs off the catch and shoot. Nicely done.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
First in free throw shooting, and they're so impressive when it comes to their aggressiveness on the defensive end. Number 1 in opponent scoring. A team that gets in your face on defense and doesn't give up anything easy.
And you really can't emphasize enough how impressive their field goal percentage is. They run their game plan so well and know how to get the shots they want. Suggs outside. Pass to Howard. Banchero outside. Here's Suggs. There's the 3. And another 3 for Orlando.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game. His 2nd in this quarter.
MP against Suggs. To the inside. Here's Hendricks. That one is off. Great D that time from Banchero. The 3 from Suggs. The rebound by Starks. And so MP will bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 7, and this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series, so they're looking to correct that.
And, you know, with 2 teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, it's important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
Shot clock at 6. MP drives in. Orlando with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Banchero passes to Black. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's MP, plenty of space. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Howard finds Banchero. Banchero, strong inside.
Very few can go mano with Banchero inside. He got the best of the defender this time.
MP outside. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Thomas. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's stolen by MP. Here's Starks. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. For Brooklyn, Washington's checked in for Hendricks. Whitehead comes in for Johnson, and Williams is subbed in for Thomas. Wagner, the pass to Jackson. And here's Wagner. Here's the 3. And it's MP with a rebound. Nets trail by 7. Outside, Williams. Here's MP. Again, the Nets score.
Getting it done from the in-between area. MP just taking what the defense gives him.
Barry, the pass to Suggs. Wagner for 3. The rebound by Starks. Starks has got rebound number 7 tonight. Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Wagner finds Suggs. Here's Filipowski. Pass to Wagner. Clock at 6. Here's Barry. Orlando again missing.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Washington's shot is good.
Proving he can capitalize from this area, too. Washington being assertive and looking to score. I like it.
Suggs with it. Wagner outside. Pass to Barry. Jackson the screen to the middle. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And here's MP. He's got 16. Drives to the hoop. Hard charging basketball from MP.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Magic out in front, up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hi, folks. It's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
Despite being the visitor,
They've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
You never know how long it will take for a rookie to adjust to the NBA game. But these guys have figured it out quickly.
Yeah, it's been a smooth start to the season for them. Look, we all know there are going to be bumps in the road as the other teams adjust. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
MP is out there with Cameron Thomas. Then it's Jalen Johnson. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. And it starts in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Nets 5.
Good stuff happens when you take it to the rack. MP fouled in the act right there.
And both free throws good for MP.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
To the left side wing. Here's Barry. Off target from three-point range. Brooklyn trailing. MP, the pass to Johnson. MP with it. He's picked up by Banchero. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to MP. Here's Starks. MP outside. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Here's Barry. It counts! And the foul! It's going to be on MP.
Look at Banchero finding his teammate out there, getting the ball into the hands of the open man. Man, that's impressive.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 4-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Pass to Banchero. And out of bounds, the Nets will take it. And here's a look at what's coming up for Orlando. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Saturday, they're off to New York to face off with the Knicks.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Thomas against Suggs. And Carroll with a screen on Thomas. The three from Suggs. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
Group of teams that love to run. The NBA leaders in fast break scoring. In the third spot, the Nets.
Any chance this team gets to run, they take. A quick, athletic team on the break.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's MP in the air. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Thomas with a double team. Banchero no good. Nets trail by 5. Here's MP. Gets the bucket and the foul. It goes on Isaiah Jackson.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Orlando has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Jackson, the screen. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Got the ball off the pick that time, but found a teammate with a better look. That shows you the IQ of Banchero.
MP right side. There's a screen on the take. Pass to Starks. Orlando with the rebound. Jackson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Barry, pass to Banchero. At the arc, Banchero finds his mark.
I'll tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
Koulibaly. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Wagner for 3. Sinks the tray. Wagner's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it. You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Jackson with it. Now guarded by MP. Jackson gets the bucket. And now a 10-point Magic lead.
And their offense has been much tighter since halftime. Guys are starting to work together, moving the ball around, getting good shots.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
1 step ahead, Allie. Thanks.
Gutsy play that time from Banchero inside against pretty physical defense, too.
Now, BA, you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
To the paint. Here's Suggs. And another basket for Orlando.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And that one's good. Koulibaly. Koulibaly's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Barry, the pass to Suggs. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And they're also really getting it done at the free throw line. They've earned a lot of good calls and are making the most of every trip they get to the line tonight.
MP finds Claxton. Back to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Claxton a screen on Wagner. Tries again. Here's MP. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. That'll be their 2nd of 3 games total on this road trip.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Williams passes to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Got a piece of it. He takes it in. MP packs it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Whitehead. No points so far. Pass to Williams. Over to the wing. Here's Whitehead. Down low. Here's MP. Getting it done inside. MP.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Magic leading by 9. Now here's Wagner. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
To the middle. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Wagner against MP from behind the arc. And Wagner is good for 3. Wagner's got 6 points in the quarter.
Wagner always a threat from downtown, and I love the efficiency and solid mechanics of his shooting stroke.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat. Changes for Brooklyn. Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. MP comes in for Whitehead. And Cam Thomas subbed in for Williams. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Wagner. On the court for the Magic, we've got Paolo Banchero. He's out there with Filipowski. And it's Black in at the 2 spot. The 3 from Banchero. The rebound by MP.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Look, the guy heats up like MP has here. You got to keep feeding the fire, man.
Here's Black. Over MP. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
The shot by Johnson, no good. And so Banchero will bring it up for Orlando. At one point, they led by 16. Johnson finds MP. Johnson a screen on Suggs. MP, the pass to Johnson. Kicks it out to MP. Oh, MP buries the triple.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Now Suggs. There's the drive. Banchero outside. Pass to Black. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
To the inside. Here's Filipowski. Some solid defense from Claxton. Nets trail by 9. Pass to Hendricks. Back to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
No holding back there, folks. A rim rattler by MP.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Koulibaly, who's checked in for Hendricks. Orlando making a switch here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Jackson, pass to Wagner. Fires from deep. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Here's MP. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Barry. He's guarded by Claxton. Barry, pass to Wagner. Shoots over Johnson, and that one is right through the heart.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
Thomas with a double team. Johnson against Banchero. Back to Jackson. Claxton with a rebound. Nets trail by 9. Here's MP. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside.
And both free throws good for MP. Magic leading by 7. And Carroll with it. Kicks it out to Wagner. And Carroll outside. Goes back up. Some solid defense from Coulibaly.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots. Huge bucket by MP. You know he's got to be feeling good after that one went down.
And Carroll outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. That's off as well, so he misses both.
You know, once in a while, a guy will come into the league and just hit the ground running. And Carroll was a star from the first week.
Orlando leading. Here's Barry. He buries it from 3.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
From the high post. The rebound by Jackson. Orlando leading by 8. To the paint. Oh, MP with a block.
Great job by MP, tracking the ball and then sending it back.
Johnson for 3. Orlando with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Wagner, the pass to Barry. And the basket is good. And it's a 10-point Magic lead.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Suggs outside. The 3. He drops it from range. And the Magic lead by 13.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And stolen by Banchero. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. And they get their first win of the NBA Cup, moving them to 1-2 in the group stage.
And it's going to be tough for them to move on to the next stage of the Cup. But a win is a win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.
Just got to tighten up.